It's on.
So, what prompted the chicken business?
We first was in the cattle business.
Okay, what prompted that?
And I don't know, just like most everything is in my life, it just happens. And we just adjust to the circumstances and the opportunities that we get offered to us. There's no particular reason that we did the cattle business, but we enjoyed it. And we taught our kids, or they learned how to feed cattle and nurse baby calves and all that good stuff. And Janice learned about other animals and dogs. We had
Dogs and cats.
collected cats and dogs. And
Isn't there a good dog story?
What about the, why did
Why did you go to the farm in the first place?
Grandma?
just wanted to do something else, I think. No particular reason.
Why did you move to the farm in the first place?
It was for sale, and we decided it might be.
We had looked for farm property a while, and my brother told us about it, and we went over and bought it at auction.
He was working with a little church in Lynchburg, is the way it was, and trying to start a church in Lynchburg because they made whiskey over there, and we were Baptists, and Baptists didn't want anything to do with whiskey, and so it was hard to have a Baptist church in Lynchburg. But they were trying to establish one, and we know, and her brother David wanted us to come over and help him and the other few to establish a church, Baptist church, Southern Baptist Church in Lynchburg. So and he told us about this property, so not for auction. So we went over. It was a pretty good price, so we bought it, moved to Lynchburg, helped establish the church, and farm life just followed. The cattle business collapsed because our money was devalued, and so that made the cattle in Mexico cost more than they could pay for the cattle. So our system collapsed, and so we decided to switch to chickens. So we built our first chicken house, and that's how we fell into the chicken business.
How is that different than cattle?
Well, they're easier to wrestle a chicken than it is a cow.
Well, I guess that's a good reason. Why did you move to the house you're in now?
Well, we thought 70 years old was a pretty good age to quit
Wrestling chickens?
wrestling chickens. That got to be quite a chore also.
Well,
Even though it is pretty easy to wrestle a two-legged chicken.